Good afternoon, Knicks Nation. Today is Tuesday, the 16th day of December 2025. I hope you're all safe and healthy today. Hope your family is safe and healthy and that the needs of you and your family in terms of food, shelter, clothing, as well as health are being met today. Blessings upon those that work in the area of health with the first responders doing their best every day to save lives. Those also that pick up garbage, keep our places clean, and those that make deliveries for our convenience. Double blessings on the men and women out here trying to help rescue, deliver, and recover teenagers and children, victims of child molestation and pedophilia, people that are trying to help those that are victims of prostitution, child prostitution, pornography, child pornography, human trafficking, and sex slavery. Double curses on the perpetrators, profiteers, and perverts that create the demands that cause these evil industries to exist. Finally, double blessings on the homeless. More than 700,000 men, women, children, families, senior citizens, military veterans, homeless in the United States of America, and millions around the world in similar or worse conditions. Blessings upon them, for theirs is the kingdom. So there's going to be a basketball game tonight in Las Vegas, Nevada at 8:30 local time. It's going to be on Prime. It's between the San Antonio Spurs and the New York Knicks in the Emirates Cup final. Now, this game will not count toward either team's season record. So, going into this game, both teams are 18-7, and both teams will remain 18-7. But what did this game represent? First of all, it's $500,000 to each player. Now, for the Knicks, that means a lot to people out of the rotation. $500,000 to McCullough, $500,000 to Tovan, $500,000 to Jemison. For them, that's good money. See, and also Tyler Kolek, Ariel Hoop Porter, guys on smaller contracts that they made. Like somebody like Jordan Clarkson has made $50 million in the league. Not saying he would turn down $500,000, but to a guy that hasn't made that much money in his career, that's big money. So they're playing for that. And anytime, if you remember from New York, I know in New York, I can't speak anyplace else, but in New York, whenever we played $5 a man, that's when it got real. When people put up money, it got real. And so for these people, this game is real. Also, it's a measuring stick for the Knicks, a good one too, because for the Spurs, nobody is hurt. They got one player, Kyle Mungus, that's not even in the rotation. He's out. But as far as their rotation pieces, everybody's healthy, including Victor Wembanyama. For the Knicks, even though we're missing both Shamet and Deuce, the good news is in 2 days, that is the 18th of December, where the Knicks will be playing somebody. But key thing is Deuce probably won't play, but he probably wants to play. Which means probably next Sunday, when the Knicks play on the 21st at 6 o'clock, Deuce going to be playing. I could guarantee you by the time I go out to Minnesota to see them next week, Tuesday, a week from today, I'm going to be seeing Deuce McBride on the floor. And I'm going to be happy about that. So Deuce is coming back. Shamet gets reevaluated 4 weeks from when they announced it, which was in November. I think it was November. I want to say it was November 26th. That means he'll be reevaluated on December 24th. Now, if he's making progress, which I suspect he is, just from watching him on the sidelines and looking at the look on his face, I don't got to think that he's going to have already maybe started doing some workouts, maybe some little shooting. So by the time they go to evaluate him on the 24th, he probably is going to want to play the Christmas Day game, whether they let him or not. But either way, if they do or they don't, he wouldn't be far away. I didn't expect him back until Martin Luther King, which is 2 weeks, 3 weeks into January. But he's going to be back before that, long before that. So I like that the Knicks are playing without these two guys because it makes it more of an even game to me. Okay, so they don't have Deuce, they don't have Shamet, which represents a big piece of point of attack defense and a big piece of shooting. If the Knicks could beat the Spurs, who are, I think, 4th or 5th in the West, that's 18-7, without two guns like that, we're in very good shape. Very good shape. So with the Knicks tonight, I'm kind of glad that these guys are out, and then they'll get a chance to rest and come back fully recovered. Deuce probably is ready to come back now. Like I told y'all, some of y'all was about, it's going to be 6 to 8 weeks. I said, no. When I saw him come off the bus with no walking boot and looked at the camera like, what? Like, I mean, in Las Vegas, I was like, this dude, he's Jalen Brunson. He wants to come back now. The bone ain't broken. They did the MRI after the game. They did, and there was it was positive, no structural damage, just a sprain. Deuce will play. So give him more time because he wants to come fighting back, but give him more time, get that ankle right so we can see that jumper wet again. He can dunk on somebody and do his thing. But I'm glad. So tonight on Prime, 8:30 local, San Antonio, New York. It's going to be a tough game. How do you guard Victor Wembanyama? See, Victor Wembanyama, a guy like this, you get him the ball, you want him mismatch, right? So let's say Cat starts. I wouldn't mind Mitch Rob starting, but let's say Cat started. So if Cat was starting, which is your regular starting five, right? Cat's going to be on Victor, but in the NBA, they don't let it sit like that. There'd be a whole bunch of picks to get Victor on anybody else except Cat or OG. Even OG. Victor is so long that if you get him within 8 to 10 feet of the basket and Cat's not on him, he's gonna have an opportunity to score. Whether he makes all the shots, I don't know, but he's definitely gonna have a clear shot at the basket. So that would be the strategy. And then if you double him, he's talented enough, he'll find the open man. So on the Spurs, you're hoping that the open man will miss. And if you're the Knicks and you're looking at the Spurs, you want to find, okay, who's the weakest link in their starting five with respect to shoot, 3-point shooter, because that's what you're going to have. Somebody's going to have an open 3-point look. So Victor shoots 36. Fox shoots 39. Castle shoots 29% from 3. Vassell is 40%. Barnes is 40%. Harper is 26%. There's your weak links. Harper coming off the bench, and Stephen Castle. He takes 4 threes a game. He makes 1. So that's the guy you want shooting the ball today. So you want to double Victor Wembanyama. You want to guard everybody else, and you want Stephen Castle open for a 3. And hope he shoots his average, 29%. And the second unit, you want to double Victor if he's out there. Cornet, you ain't got to worry about as much. You want Dylan Harper shooting the 3, 26%. That's what you want. The Spurs don't have that luxury with the Knicks. They don't, because everybody in the Knicks starting lineup can shoot their ball. There used to be, the weakness was Josh Hart. And you all know, I ain't got to tell you, not no more. Josh Hart, no weakness. So now Brunson's shooting 38. Towns is the weak one, shooting 36. Oh, you want to leave Towns open? Please do. Please do. And then there's 41% for Bridges, 41% for OG, 38% for Josh. Then you go to the bench. Now, on the bench, you want Jordan Clarkson shooting it. He only shoots 29%. Kolek shoots 29%, but I think that's deceiving. I think if Kolek gets some minutes, like Kolek right now, because of the absence of Deuce, he's getting some minutes, okay? So in the absence of Deuce, Kolek is getting, well, now he's still averaging 10 minutes a game, which I expect for the season. But if he can get consistent minutes, even 10, where he knows he's going to get his 10 every night, and not CDs, right? DMP CDs. If he knows he's going to get 10 and he's going to come in the game, he's going to get a couple of shots. And he gets used to getting that. I think he's a good enough, to me, I see a good shooter underneath that 29%. I'm going to say it that way. When Deuce was shooting 29%, everybody's talking about he couldn't shoot. And I was trying to tell you, knuckleheads, yes, he can. He just needs consistent time. And you see it now. It ain't just like he's just been working on it. Not that he hasn't, but he always could shoot. Just the y'all just didn't know it. Just wasn't up on it. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, Tyler Kolek could shoot. 29% doesn't really represent him. He just needs that consistent 10 minutes every night. And he's been getting a little more than that. Like I think he got 16 last Saturday night. So he's been getting a little more than that. You give him a little minutes to get lathered up a little bit and get used to the speed of the NBA game. I'm telling you, this boy could shoot much better than 29%. So I dared him to let him shoot. I dare him. Let Kolek shoot. Let's see what happens. Kolek could kill you. So I like our chances. Ain't gonna be no guaranteed window. But I like our chances. And I like the test without Deuce, without Shaman. Let's bring it. See what we do, okay? Hey, enjoy the game tonight. We'll be talking about it tomorrow. Brunson, you know Brunson coming with fire. I just hope he doesn't freeze out his teammates. But Brunson coming with fire. So somebody mentioned, he scored 61 against him. Yeah, we lost that game. He did score 61. And we lost that game. The last game that we beat San Antonio was a year ago. A year ago this month. And you know why? Mikal Bridges dropped 41. Yeah. But both of these teams are different teams in the sense that they're both on another level playing wise. They both added a little bit of talent. The Jordan Clarksons added a little bit of talent, and so did San Antonio, De'Aaron Fox and them. But you can't go by past. They beat the Knicks handily in April, but that was no Jalen Brunson. Okay, they had no Jalen Brunson in. They beat the Knicks handily, though, in last April. So you really can't judge by the past performance with these two. It's going to be toss-up. So ball's got to move. Got to get them boards. Put some bodies on Wemby, right? Got to get them boards. Guard the point of attack. Keep the turnovers low. We could be all right then, okay? Offensive rebound of basketball, Mr. Mitch Rob. We'll see what happens. But anyway, y'all enjoy it. Enjoy the game. You're going to be like me. I'm going to be sitting there with my dry wine, yelling at the TV. Enjoy the game. We'll talk to y'all soon. Sure.